Ever since we began the rebuilding series, you have been leaving comments asking me to rebuild an MLS side, but I wanted to add a slight little twist to it if we ever did do it. Today, we add that twist as we take over the Seattle Sounders from the MLS and place them in the English Championship. How will the Sounders fare in the English Second Division? How long will it take us to get promoted? And most importantly, how long will it take us to win the European Champions League and subsequently complete the rebuild? It's time to find out. It's time to rebuild the Seattle Sounders. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to another rebuild, but it is a different rebuild. Wait, I should be going the other direction. I'm going to change it out. What I'm going to do is, with this Seattle Sounders setting up the leagues, I'm going to take the worst team from the second division, replace them with Seattle, and then replace Seattle with the worst team in League 1, so they go down to League 2, and then replace the worst team in the championship with Seattle, so they go down to League 1. So we're going to take out Leyton Orient and replace them with Seattle. We've done a rebuild of Leyton Orient, so make sure you go and check that out. One of my favorite ones that I've done so far, but Seattle goes into the League 2. And then it is going to be Chesterfield being replaced by Seattle. And finally, it is going to be Rotherham being replaced by Seattle. So there it is, Seattle Sounders in the championship. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. But fellas, if you do go on to enjoy today's rebuild and you enjoy this different sort of concept, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, you know the drill, if you are new around here, make sure that you scorpion kick that subscribe button. So this is our starting 11 for this first season. It's not a bad side. You've got players like Clint Dempsey, who is one of my favorite players of all time, being a Fulham fan. We've got Alonso, you've got Ladera, you've got Jordan Morris. But the biggest problem with this squad is depth. We all know that the English Championship can be a long and grueling season, so we really can't afford to lose many players in the transfer window. It's going to be all about adding to the squad. The main positions I'm going to try upgrading is goalkeeper, because we all know how important a top goalkeeper is in winning games through simulation, and then striker, because we've only got one backup striker and I want to get someone that can grow with Jordan Morris. But anyways, let's get into the transfer business now with Seattle. Let's see how we can rebuild them. So we're going to make our first signing for the rebuild. Someone that I've been meaning to sign in a rebuild for quite some time now. If you are a Chinese sports fan, you probably remember him from his Crystal Palace series back in FIFA 14. But it is Yusuf Poulsen from Red Bull Leipzig, £6.5 million. And we're going to bring ourselves in a brand new keeper. It's going to be Ruben Blanco from Celta Vigo in La Liga. A decent pickup, only £6 million for a 75 rated goalkeeper. Welcome to Seattle. So we're going to make a Premier League signing here. It is Kennedy, the young Brazilian left midfielder from Chelsea, is going to be coming to Seattle for £3.8 million. An absolute steal considering his value is £100,000 more than that. So welcome to the Seattle Sounders, Kennedy. And we're going to sign ourselves a brand new centre-back, one of my favourite Australian players at the moment, Trent Sainsbury. He's at Inter Milan at the moment. In real life, he's on loan from a Chinese club, but of course, no Chinese clubs in FIFA. So he is coming to Seattle for a permanent transfer, using up virtually the remaining bit of our money, £5 million. Welcome to Seattle. So here we are, halfway through the championship season. On the 1st of January, we're in the automatic promotion zone. If I'm being honest, when I started off this season, I expected us to maybe make the playoffs, but I thought it was a Season 2 goal to get promoted. It still might be. I might be jumping the gun here, but to see us doing so well, it's pretty damn cool. Taking a look at the relegation zone, Huddersfield are in there, which is quite odd considering they got promoted in real life, but they were down there the season before. Nottingham Forest and Blackburn, they're joining them. But anyways, let's get into January now and see if we do any business. We don't have much money at all, as you would have seen after the Sainsbury deal, but let's find out. So here we are, after all 46 games have been played in the championship. Nothing happened in January, but as you can see, the top 2 has stayed the same way it was in January. I am so surprised to be saying these words right now, but Seattle Sounders in Season 2 will be in the Premier League. We were only 1 point off top place Aston Villa as well, so that's quite exciting. We will check how the playoffs went in a second, but as we scroll down the table, we see that Burton Albion, Barnsley and Blackburn all got relegated. We made the FA Cup final as well. Holy crap, look at our run in. We beat Chelsea and Arsenal. That proves that we can give it a good crack next season, I hope. That really fills me with a lot of confidence in staying up in the Premier League. What the hell? This season, man. The same can't be said about the EFL Cup, however. Sunderland, they beat Stoke to win that. And Newcastle United are going to be joining us and Aston Villa next season. They smashed Norwich in the playoff final. Real Madrid won the Champions League, and Nice, Mario Balotelli's Nice, won the Europa League final. So here is our squad report at the end of the first season, and once again, I am beyond psyched. I'm beyond surprised that we have made the Premier League in Season 1. We're going to have to make some decent transfers next season if we want to stay up. Hopefully we get a similar amount of money, if not more, compared to what we got this season. I think this season we got low 20 million, so if we can get that again, I think that'll help us a lot. We've invested in some good talents. Probably need to look to get someone into centre attacking midfield to replace Clint Dempsey. Holston going up, Morris going up. The future with Seattle is looking bright. So that is going to conclude season number 1. Let's get into season 2 and let's get in to the Barclays Premier League. It's not Barclays anymore, it's just the Premier League. Let's get into it. So we're going to kick off Season 2 with a player departure. Someone that I didn't want to sell, but he wanted to leave. The board have sold him, Christian Roldan, to Middlesbrough for £3.8 million. Oh my god, guys. We signed Pogba. No, not Paul Pogba. Florentine Pogba. We're going to be picking up Pogba's, is he his brother or is it his cousin? I'm not sure. But regardless, we're signing Pogba for £9 million from St Etienne to become our new starting centre-back. And we're also going to go ahead and get a Premier League proven right-back, Kieran Trippier from Spurs, coming into the club for £8.2 million. We're going to make ourselves probably our final signing for this opening window, Kai Havertz from Leverkusen. We needed a new right midfielder. We couldn't afford anyone too expensive, so we've gone and got him. Hopefully he grows into a ripper of a player. Also, not that it matters and not that it's the key of the series, but because I think it's because we finished runners-up in the FA Cup last year, we're in the Europa League. So not that we're going to focus on it too much, but that's a little side thing to focus on. So here we are halfway through the Premier League season, and to say that we're struggling would be an understatement. Only 2 wins all season. We're 2 points in the relegation zone. All we need is a big second half of the season and the teams around us to falter, and we should be able to survive. But we have a big effort ahead of us, especially considering we don't have much money at all. But anyways, we'll get into January now. We'll see how we're going. I don't know whether we're going to be able to buy anyone again, but if not, we'll see you at the end of the season. And we have sold Roman Torres to kick off this January transfer window for £1 million to Nottingham Forest. And since we don't have money to make a proper signing, we're going to go for a pre-contract signing, the first one for this rebuild, since our current CDM, Castro I think it is getting older, going down in overall. We're going to get his replacement for next season. Maxime Gonalons, a pretty solid pickup there. The French midfielder coming on a free transfer. Also, am I racist for calling him Castro? I knew he was Cuban, so I immediately thought his name was Castro, but it's Alonso. I apologize. So here we are with 1 hour to go on transfer deadline day. Not too much happened. Let's get into the simulation now and see if Seattle can survive next season in the Premier League, survive this season. We're 5 points out of the relegation zone. I'll see you at the end. I swear to God, people leave comments trying to make me out to be some cheater or something. I look at this and would think that. I don't know how. I want to go back and look at our recent results. We have survived relegation. I don't know how. How many wins did we get? We got 3 wins, or 2 wins in the last 2 matches. No win there. Win against Southampton. There's some big wins in there. And we have survived relegation. God knows how. We've won the big relegation 6-point matches. We're losing to the good teams, understandably. But we're winning against the the ones that were the important ones. Holy crap. I don't know what I can do to prove to you guys, but this is not cheating. We have survived by 5 points. We have had a 10-point turnaround, and it's Aston Villa, West Brom, and Newcastle United getting relegated. What the hell? Chelsea do crush the league. They finish 14 points clear of Spurs and Manchester United. Man City, they had a ripper second half of the season as well. They were in 16th position. They finished in 7th. We couldn't make it back to the FA Cup final. We didn't even get to the last 16. Chelsea have done the double. Same deal with the EFL Cup. No appearance from us. Leicester, they win that though. Manchester United, they won the Champions League. And Liverpool, they won the Europa League. But I want to check and see how we did in the group stages. Obviously, we didn't get past them unless we got to the round of 32 or something. But which group is ours? I'm just looking for our logo. So we finished bottom of Group H. We had Villarreal, Anderlecht, and Moreirense in our group. It wasn't too bad of an effort, but it could have been better. So somehow we survive relegation in the Premier League. We are going to go into Season 3 now. Gonalon's coming in. Let's see if we can grow on our non-relegated season. We are going to kick off this 3rd season with a left-back signing. It was definitely by far the weakest part of our squad at the moment. So we're splashing the cash, bringing in Terence Congolo, the Dutch left-back from Feyenoord in the Eredivisie. Welcome to Seattle Sounders. We're going to make ourselves 2 free agent signings here, bulking up the squad a little bit. So Carlos Eduardo da Costa, a Brazilian centre attacking midfielder coming in, and secondly, it is going to be Matt Kelly-Evans, an English centre back coming in for free as well. So here we are halfway through this 3rd season, well, just about halfway through, and we're doing decently. We're sitting in 12th position on 20 points, so we're only 5 points out of the relegation zone, but it's a much more comfortable feeling than we had last season. Spurs are in an intense title race. They're on 38 points, Everton 37, Palace are on 35, and then United and Sunderland, what the hell, Sunderland, on 34. But now we're in January, let's see if we can get a little bit of business done and make sure that we stay up in this 3rd season. So we're going to make a signing here, a very smart signing I feel. I noticed this guy when I was looking through the Premier League youngsters, and I don't know whose regen it is. I'm thinking maybe Frank Lampard's, but I am not 100% sure. Carl Lundstrom, an English defensive midfielder, only 19 years old, already 75 rated. His stats look off the chain. We've brought him in to the Seattle Sounders for only £6 million. I feel like this guy could stick with us for the rest of the rebuild? We'll have to wait and see. Welcome, Carl. So here we are after 38 games played. As you can see, we survived the drop for the second straight year. We even improve our league position. We end the season on 51 points. Manchester United ended up winning the league. Chelsea must have had a shocking second half to the season. Chelsea were winning the league and they ended up losing it by 16 points. What the hell? And Sunderland, they were in the title race and we ended up finishing higher than them. FIFA, you are a weird game sometimes. The three sides going down are Middlesbrough, Fulham and Norwich. We didn't make it to the last 16 of the FA Cup again. Liverpool won a Merseyside derby in the final. And we made it to the quarterfinals of the EFL Cup where we were knocked out by Southampton. Everton did go on to win the EFL Cup, however. Manchester United had a great season. That's the treble for them as they win the Champions League. Actually, no, it's not. They didn't win the FA Cup, did they? No, they lost the final of the EFL Cup. My mind's going crazy. And Man City win the Europa League. They defeat Rostov, I believe that is, in the Europa League final. So that'll conclude the third season. We're slowly but surely taking decent strides in completing the rebuild. My goal next season, whilst I think it's going to be hard, is going to be pushing for a Europa League berth. Let's get into it and see if we can achieve our goal. So we're going to kick off this fourth season with a player departure. Someone that I didn't want to sell, but he wanted to leave. It's Jordan Morris. He's moving to Manchester City for £14 million. So originally, I wanted to make sure we've got a central attacking midfielder for this season, but right now, our focus is on a top quality striker. An absolute steal here in the fourth season. That's what I love. When players have less than 12 months on their contract, you can pick them up for around their value, and we've done just that with Marcus Rashford. He had 11 months left on his contract. Man United didn't want to let him go on a free, so we've got him for this season. Only 32 million. Marcus Rashford. Welcome to the Seattle Sounders. And we are going to be able to get ourselves a new central attacking midfielder, really investing in some youth players right now. We've scraped every single penny we have. £11 million for Josh Onuma, a future English talent from Spurs. Welcome to Seattle. So here we are on transfer deadline day. We've sold Zach Mathers to Sheffield United for £550,000. So here we are just about halfway through the season, and I have no idea why we are sitting in the relegation zone. We've improved our squad. We brought in Marcus Rashford. Our players are growing, and we're doing the worst we have ever done. I said heading into this season that I wanted to make Europa League football, and here we are in a relegation battle. Europa League football does not look likely, and to be honest, I'm not focused on that anymore. I'm focused on survival. I don't know if we're going to be able to do any business here, considering how much we spent in the opening window, but let's find out, and let's hope we survive. Imagine Marcus Rashford playing in the championship. We're going to have a player departure here. Oniel Fisher, the Jamaican left back, is off to the French Ligue 1 for £450,000. So Pogba isn't getting any younger, so I thought we'd get ahead of it. We didn't have much money to spend, so we've gone out and gotten Issa Diop on a free transfer. I can't remember how many free transfers we've made in this rebuild. One or two before that, so this is either the second or the third one. But next season is a Diop coming in from Toulouse on a free transfer. And another player departure here, Brian Meredith, is off to Avellino for £200,000. And on transfer deadline day, we have sold Chad Marshall to Turney for £250,000. So here we are at the end of the Premier League season. We survived. We actually had a really good second half of the season. We end up going from, what were we, 18th or 19th, all the way to 11th. It's not the Champions League, Europa League spot that we were hoping for, but we get to fight again in Season 5, and I think with Issa Diop coming in, we should hopefully be able to give it a good crack this time. I don't want to jinx anything. Liverpool fans, look at that. You won the league. Cardiff, Hull and West Brom are going down. In the FA Cup, we were eliminated in the round of 16 by Sunderland on penalties. And in the EFL Cup, we made it to the quarterfinals where we were eliminated by Watford. Manchester United win the Champions League once again. And Borussia Dortmund won the Europa League. There's some big name teams in this year's Europa League. And here is our squad report at the end of season number 4. As you can see, there's a decent mix of older sort of players and really young, decent players. So right now, my main priority is kind of replacing those older players with younger players that are pretty damn decent, around the same overall, if not higher. Carl Lundstrom is 79 rated now, which I reckon he's going to be an absolute machine. Havertz still growing. See what I mean? A lot of our young players growing, but then we've got a lot of players like that are nice and old. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go in Season 5. Hopefully much better than Season 4. So we're going to kick off Season number 5 with a defensive signing. Our defense has become a lot stronger now. We have Issa Diop and now we have the American centre-back John Anthony Brooks coming from Hertha Berlin for 28 million. It's only right that we got a top-class American in this rebuild. And we have sold Henry Wingo here to Leeds United for £950,000. And a big player departure here. Yusuf Poulsen's been here since Season 1, but we have sold him to AC Milan for £27.5 million. So now the rest of our transfer window is about getting a brand new striker. And with 2 days to go in the transfer window, we've made our replacement for Yusuf Poulsen. It is Leo Baptisto, someone that I haven't signed in this rebuilding series yet, but we're going to sign Baptista from Espanyol in the Spanish La Liga for £34 million. So here we are, just about halfway through this Premier League season in Season 5, and we are finally fulfilling our potential. Our squad is looking real good, and we are sitting 3rd in the Premier League, only 2 points off first place Manchester United and second place Liverpool. Once again, Manchester City are underperforming big time in this rebuild. They're in the relegation zone. What is happening with Guardiola? But we need to focus on ourselves. We need to see if we can somehow bring some players in. I could go for some pre-contract ones, but I know certain people don't like it, so I've got to try appealing to everyone. But let's see what happens in January. So here we are at the end of the season, and in Season number 6, we are going to be playing Champions League football. Manchester United absolutely crushed the league in the second half of that season. They were tied on points with Liverpool halfway through, and they ended up finishing 18 points clear of them. So we finish in second. Very good to see. The teams being relegated are Watford, Fulham and Aston Villa. Also, nothing happened in January, but here is the FA Cup. We were eliminated in the quarterfinals by Arsenal, who ended up going on to win the FA Cup. However, we couldn't make the last 16 of the EFL Cup. And Manchester United are absolutely crushing it in this rebuild. They won the Champions League again. Hopefully we're somewhere around there next season. And Napoli won the Europa League. So that is the end of Season number 5. It's taken us quite some time. It's been a weird journey, but next season, we get a shot at the challenge. Let's get into Season 6. Let's get into the Champions League. So kicking off Season 6 here, Kieran Trippier is just about to hit 30 and he's starting to go down slightly. So I think we will get ourselves a new right back, Rick Karsdorp. We've used him in one other rebuild and he was amazing. Let's get him again. Only £20 million. That is a great signing. So we've sold our goalkeeper, Ruben Blanco, to Benfica for £35 million. He's been here since Season 1, so a massive thank you to him. It's now time to upgrade our goalkeeper position once and for all and get a keeper that can help us reach the challenge. Help us reach the Champions League final and win it. And we are going to sign his replacement right here, Matteo Perin, however you pronounce it. We're signing him from Genoa, now 88 rated for £48 million. So Lundstrom, the young defensive midfielder that we signed from Norwich a few seasons back, has refused to sign a new contract. It expires at the end of this season, so I thought we'd use the money that we had and him as a barter token to bring in a brand new world-class defensive midfielder. Morgan Sanson from Marseille is going to be coming to the club for 16 million plus Carl Lundstrom. So here is our group for our opening Champions League campaign. I'm hoping that we can get out of the group stages. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, however. Juventus, Porto, and Moscow, I'm sure they're going to put up quite a fight, especially Juve. But you guys know the drill if you've seen a rebuild before. When we get in the Champions League, we simulate the group stages and then we watch the knockout round games if we get to them. So let's simulate to the last of the 6 games and see if we have qualified for the knockout rounds in 3, 2, 1. We qualify undefeated in our group. 3 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. We go through to the knockout rounds with Juventus. And in the round of 16, if you look to the bottom left of your screen, we are taking on Bayern Munich. Some difficult sides as per normal. It's always going to be a challenge. It's going to be a real test to see just how good we are. So here we are halfway through the season and we wanted to make a title push. It still might happen. We're only 6 points off first place Stoke, but it looks like our biggest priority is top 4 football. Liverpool are hot on the trails. Everton, Spurs, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, all these teams not far off at all. Sunderland, Norwich and Southampton are in the drop zone at the moment. But let's get into January. Let's see if we can strengthen our squad. So absolutely nothing happened in January. We didn't have the money. We didn't have the offers come to us. So now it is time to see if we are pretenders or contenders as we take on Bayern Munich. The first leg here in the round of 16 is at home. We are in Seattle and we have one injury, which is John Anthony Brooks, who is out through injury. We score in the 3rd minute, but they equalise. Ross Barkley equalising. They have one hell of a team. Mbolo, Barkley, Courtois, Coman, just a few players that they've signed. We've got a decent side. They have an away goal. I'm surprised we started off so strong. Kimmich gets them back in front though. That's an away goal for them. 15 minutes to go. Can we claw one back? 5 minutes to go. We have a decent amount of work to do in the second leg now. So we have a huge task here. I wouldn't say we're pretenders at the moment. We've done alright, but the second leg is away against Bayern Munich in Germany. Still no John Anthony Brooks. It's going to be a tough one. Can we get through to the quarterfinals against all the odds? They have 2 away goals. We need to win this 2-0. Not going to be easy against Bayern when they're at home. They get an injury to Jedvaj nice and early. We need to get on the scoreboard nice and early, and we need to keep a clean sheet. 40 minutes through, still 0-0. Things are not looking good as we get to the second half. They score a goal. Oh, Mats Hummels, come on, mate. 3-1 on aggregate. It's not looking good. We get a goal back, but we're going to be eliminated from the freaking Champions League in the quarterfinals or the round of 16, not even the quarterfinal. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So here we are at the end of the 6th season, and it is the exact same situation we found ourselves in last season. However, we came much closer to winning the Premier League than we did last year. Manchester United end up winning it for another year. They have killed it in this rebuild. Stoke City dropped off a little bit, but they still did qualify for the Champions League. But most importantly, we qualified for the Champions League. The 3 sides going down, all tied on 30 points, are Southampton, Hull, and Wolves. We did make it to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and we also made it to the quarterfinals of the EFL Cup. However, Manchester United beat us and they won the whole thing. Bayern Munich, who knocked us out, made it all the way to the Champions League final, but Liverpool beat freaking Bayern Munich to win the Champions League. And Manchester City beat Arsenal in an all-English Europa League final. So that will conclude the 6th season. We got a little bit of taste of European football. Let's see if we can go all the way in season number 7. So we're going to kick off this 7th season with a player departure, Harry Shipp off the Sheffield Wednesday for £950,000. So we have two options for an upgrade to our attacking midfield spot. Either Leon Goretzka from Schalke, 50 million, 87 rated, or Marko Rog. He's Croatian, he's 44 million, and he's 86 rated from Napoli. But I'm going to reject him. I'm going to pay a little bit more on the transfer sum and a little bit less actually in the wages and go for a higher rated player in Leon Goretzka. So Goretzka, welcome to the Seattle Sounders. I have the fullest of intentions of winning the Champions League this season, so we didn't have too much money remaining. I felt like we needed a little bit of insurance in the striker position because our next highest rated striker is like 71 or something like that. So Connor Wickham is going to be coming to the Seattle Sounders for £8 million. So here is our group for the Champions League this season, and it's probably harder than the one we had last year, although it could probably be the same. It's about the same difficulty. AC Milan, Ajax, and Anderlecht. Let's simulate, let's not waste any time. Let's see how we go in 3, 2, 1. We do even better than last year. We top our group, same record, but our opponents are just worse. So we get through to the last 16 for the second year running. Let's see who we face in the round of 16. And we take on Bayern Munich. So we get a chance to prove ourselves and hopefully get past Bayern Munich. They knocked us out last season. Let's see if we can get our revenge and get through to the quarterfinals. So absolutely nothing has happened in January. We've gone straight to the Champions League knockout rounds just like we did last year. And we start off with the tougher leg of the two, I would say. The away leg at the Allianz Arena. We travel to Munich and we take on Bayern Munich. No Terence Congolo. He is out through suspension, and we're missing Onoma, but he's only a bench player now for us, so hopefully we get off to a good start. We cannot afford to concede. Rashford gets us an away goal. They get an equaliser. That's virtually what happened in the first leg last time. Rashford scored nice and early, but that's an away goal. Mats Hummels gets injured. He'd be quite old in this save right now. Him and Boateng would probably be about 33 each. Kingsley Coman gives them the lead. That is not what we want to see. Come on, can we get an equaliser? 5 minutes to go. 2-1 down heading into the second leg. We need a big push at the home leg. We are 2-1 down heading into this second leg against Bayern Munich. Can we get our revenge on the side that knocked us out last year? We need a goal. They have an away goal. The FIFA gods need to be on our side, to say the least. We're back at home, back at the CenturyLink field. Come on, FIFA gods. Barkley gets them an away goal. That's not what we wanted. Our away goal advantage thrown out the window. Rashford equalises. Okay, so we need to score another goal. If we win 2-1, we head to extra time. Half an hour to go. We need a second goal. Please, 20 minutes to go. Please, come on. No, please, come on. Yes, Onoma. Oh my god, 89th minute. 10 minutes to go. Are we going to penalties? 3-1. Sanson, come on. 2 minutes, 1. Yes. Sanson, Onoma, and Rashford get us through. We win 3-1. Holy crap. What a turnaround. We have defeated Bayern Munich. We've gotten our revenge. We go to the Champions League quarterfinals. In the Champions League quarterfinals, we are going to be taking on AC Milan. They were in our group, I believe, so we know how to take them on. We know how to get a win over against them, I guess. So let's see how we go. We are away, traveling to the San Siro for the first leg. Rick Karsdorp is out through suspension for this first leg. So I've got Kieran Trippier back in. So hopefully we can get a decent result. We need an away goal. We don't want it to be as tight as it was against Bayern Munich. Donnarumma would be 90 rated by now. They miss a penalty. They would have a very good side at this stage. They've got Poulsen on the bench as well, our former player. Kennedy gets us an away goal. Okay, this is good. This is a decent start. We can't let them score. Let's get another away goal. That would be absolutely brilliant. It was close last time. Come on. 10 minutes to go. We're 1-0 up here. No! In the 89th minute, they get an equalizer. Oh, that is frustrating, but at least we still had the away goal rule. We got it done last time we were at home against Bayern Munich. Can we get it done this time against AC Milan? We probably have the advantage, I would say. We've got an away goal, so we need to keep a clean sheet. If we keep a clean sheet, we definitely go through. Fuck off, Bonaventura. Come on. As soon as I'm saying about how a clean sheet gets us through, they score in the second minute. Luckily, Baptista gets us 1-0. They get red carded. Please. Yes, Goretzka, get in there. If it stays this way, we go through to the semi-finals. Havertz makes it 3-1. We are looking good. Okay, they have a little bit of a chance. No, come on, hold on. Yes, there it is. We're going through to the Champions League semi-finals. I was getting a little bit worried when they scored in the 74th minute. It just doesn't get easy, does it? The Champions League semi-final, we take on Manchester United. They have been killing it. You've seen it this rebuild, how much they have been killing it. It wouldn't surprise me if we got our asses absolutely handed to us here with United's track result. The other semi-final is Juve versus Atletico Madrid. Juve have a 2-0 advantage, but I'm not getting my hopes up. We need a big performance here against United. Let's get into it. Also, apologies if my voice is sounding weird after this. I've lost my voice virtually. That's what happens when you've been recording for 12 hours a day. So here we are, the first leg away at Old Trafford. What a challenge we have on our hands. I'm expecting United to be ridiculously stacked. Probably have Griezmann, probably have Dybala, probably have Lukaku. They have Lukaku, but there's no Griezmann or Dybala. No Dybala in there either. So FIFA's changed things up a little bit. They got Martial and Pogba though, which is definitely quite hard. But can we get an away goal? That's my biggest question. Come on, Wickham on for Baptista. Come on. Martial, no. 1-0 Man United. Let's get an away goal. Rashford equalises. Okay, that is not too bad. Pogba misses a penalty. And we're going into the second leg with a 1-1 scoreline. There's a bit of a hope. I'm just thinking of that Jim Carrey scene. So you're telling me there's a hope. Or so you're telling me there's a chance. I butchered that one up, didn't I? Leg 2. Let's do it, boys. At home against Man United. Please, come on. We have an away goal. It's the identical carbon copy situation we were in against AC Milan. We did it against them, but I don't think I'm feeling as confident against United. It's the exact same sides, both teams. So, come on. 25th minute. We need a goal. Let's get a goal to make things a little bit less nervy. 40th minute, they get a yellow card. Guerrero. Gabriel is on for Lukaku. Half an hour to go. No, Luke Shaw. God damn it, Luke Shaw. Oh, I thought we were going to get away with a 0-0 draw. Come on. Rashford equalises. We're in. Oh my god. We're into extra time. Can we get to the Champions League final? This is going down to the absolute wire. Are we going? We win on penalties. We defeat Manch. What? This is the one that I felt the least confident about out of all of them. And we beat Manchester United on a freaking penalty shootout. The Seattle Sounders are off to the UEFA Champions League final. You will never hear that. You will never hear that sentence in real life. Besides this video. Oh my god. So, the Champions League final in 2023? Is it? 2022, 2023? Is Juventus versus the Seattle Sounders. They defeated Atletico Madrid 4-1 in their semi-final. Looking around the rest of the leagues, it is Cologne winning the Europa League. We won the Premier League. Okay. We defeated Manchester United in the Premier League. Seattle Sounders, English Premier League champions. Oh, we got eliminated in the FA Cup semi-finals by Everton, who defeated Wolves. And we didn't even make the last 16 of the EFL Cup. Stoke win that. So, as you guys know, we show you the squad report before the Champions League final. Here it is. I meant to show you. Perrin is 89 rated. That is craziness. I was hoping he could have hit 90 before the Champions League final, but maybe if we don't win tonight, he'll hit 90. And if we don't win tonight, we're going to have a lot of work next season because a lot of our squad are in their late 20s, early 30s and are starting to go down in overall. Look at that. Baptista, 30 overall. So, if we don't win tonight, we might not win it for another few seasons. But anyways, let's put that in the back of our mind. Let's focus on the game at hand and let's verse Juventus in the Champions League final. I don't think we'll ever hear these words again, but can the Seattle Sounders defeat Juventus and win the European Champions League? Let's find out. Here we go. I see you out wide, Havertz. We're going to go over the top. Lovely ball from Marcus Rashford. Get there. Havertz. He's going to cross that one. Get your head to it. Baptista. No, that would have been a great start. It's still on, though. Somebody make some space. Oh, he's offside. Our captain, Brooks, is walking to the sideline. We're down to 10 men. If we concede here, oh crap. Oh my god, I just had a mini heart attack. Oh, wow. What a terrible pass that is. Can we make the most of it? Here we go. Baptista, get first to it, Rashford. Oh, that is good defending from them. What a terrible first half. We need to find some space. Sanson to Havertz. Going to Baptista. Baptista turns, shoots. What a poor shot. Rona's been a little terrier for them today. Orsolini, that's some nice passing play between the two. He's getting through our defense. How have we let them get so far through? Luckily, is a Diop's there to clean it up, but can we hit them on the counter-attack? Goretzka through to Baptista. We've got numbers out wide, the little lucky nutmeg pass. Rashford, holding it up, going to Sanson. I see Rashford. Marcus Rashford shoots. Save from Onana. Oh, so unlucky not to get the rebound. Can we get it back? No, we can't. They're on the attack. We can't let them score this. They're going through. How have they gotten so much space? They shoot and they've scored it. Are you kidding me? How have we given them so much space? That last pass, I thought Dybala was going to shoot it for sure. This one here, that one there, whoever that was, I don't know why he passed it back to Dybala, but it works out. A pinpoint finish from De Bruyne, and we're 1-0 down here with 20 minutes to go. That is bullcrap. Here we go, we're passing it around. We need some build-up play. We need a decent opportunity. We've been pretty average in this game. Here we go, Goretzka. Straight through. What a ball. Leon Goretzka shoots. He equalizes. Yes. Talk about a quick response. The crowd aren't even that hyped, but that was one hell of a passing play between Rashford and Goretzka. That was brilliant. That pass there, he just slipped in past Rojo. I wasn't so confident about the finish, but we finally get on the board here. Oh, that's a big weight lifted off my shoulder. Oh, shit, they're going to play the advantage there. A pretty late tackle. Dybala putting that one in. De Bruyne with the header, but he misses. Great ball from Perrin. Goes to Kennedy. Here we go. Now can we hit them on the counter? Rashford through. Still on. Baptista through. Come on, get there. Onuma, fresh off the bench. Josh Onuma. He's going to shoot. It's blocked. No. Oh, good touch from Pogba. We're into stoppage time. Can we win this Champions League final? We've got the numbers. Goretzka through to Rashford. Rashford pulling it back. We've got numbers in the centre. No, we just couldn't find the right player. I swear if they go up the other end and score here, I'm going to be so salty. They were looking decent, but we're headed to extra time. Half an hour more in what has been quite a tense Champions League final. That second half was so much better than the first. Here we go, Josh Onuma. Going there. We see you, Karsdorp, but we also see Goretzka. Rashford going through. Kennedy, come on, up against Kevin De Bruyne. Cutting in. Kennedy shoots. Saved. Kennedy's had a fantastic game. Can he whip in a brilliant cross here? It goes in. Get your head to it. Is a Diop straight into the keeper's hands. They're starting off on the attack here in this second half. Come on, we need to defend. We can't let them shoot. Good stuff, Pogba or Diop or whoever it was. But now we're on the counter. Where's the Juve defense? Rashford, Baptista, going to Kennedy. Going back to Rashford. Come on, all we need to do, Baptista, finish it. No, that's a weak-ass shot. No, how have we letting them get through? Are you serious? Marcos Rojo, what a save. Win that header, please. Oh my God, how do we let Rojo of all players get that open? Oh my God, fellas. We're off to a penalty shootout. The Seattle Sounders versus Juventus in penalties. Who will win the Champions League final? Let's find out. They get the first penalty, so we need to force them into a save or a miss. Dybala, a great talent. Wanted to sign him in this rebuild, but he was just way too expensive. Can we make the save? Perrin's going to step up. He's chipped, but he's missed it. Oh, you absolute tit, Dybala. Why would you do that? We're going to go left. We're going to go top left here. And that is a class penalty from Marcus Rashford. If we save this one, that's going to be huge. We're going to go to the right-hand side again. He's going to hit that one, but he sends us to the left. Oh, dear. Kennedy. Come on, let's go right ourselves. Kennedy's going to hit that one. He misses it. No. The keeper went the wrong way, but he misses it. Now we're going to go right. Donis. No, we need to save this one. He's going to hit it. It's saved. Yes. Perrin makes the save. That was a weak penalty. Let's go left again. Gonalons hits that left. Okay. We are back in front. If we can save this one from Lamina, that will go a long, long way. I'm going to go to left-hand side. Another save from Perrin. Get in there. I think if we score this, we win the Champions League final. It is Leo Baptista. My controller is vibrating. I'm going to the right-hand side. We're going to belt that one to the right-hand side. We win the Champions League final with the Seattle Sounders on a penalty shootout. Get in there, fellas. What an intense game. After the first half, I thought it was going to be crap. But the second half and the rest of the game was amazing. That was insane. If you guys enjoyed this 7-season rebuild, a massive rebuild, make sure that you leave a like on the video. Scorpion, kick that subscribe button if you are new around here. But I'll let you enjoy the title celebrations. Most importantly, have a fantastic day. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.
Sure, they got a one-track mind. Wanna roll with the squad, that's fine. Wanna roll with the king all night. If you know what it brings, alright. Sure, they got a one-track mind. Wanna go just a couple more times. Wanna smoke just a couple more times. Wanna blow just a couple more lines. Me, I'm just on my mission. All black, everything politicking. I'm just painting, but I want y'all to listen. Cause my choice can determine my decision. Look what I'm rocking, they looking and talking. Flow is like butter, I cook with it often. No satisfaction, I'm needing it more. All of this action, I'm keeping it raw. I came to work, they came to party, though all by myself. Call it flow, open your mind, look at my moves. What do you see when you look at my shoes? They don't see all of the walking it took to blossom from being a pawn to a rook and beyond. All black and I'm calm, king boy from here. See when you look at me now, everyone looking, they looking around. Ever since I put a foot on the ground, been in the kitchen, I'm cooking it down. What do you see when you look at me now? Everyone looking, they looking around. Ever since I put a foot on the ground, been in the kitchen, I'm cooking it down. One track mind, wanna roll with this boy, get fly. Wings up on an all black eye. When it's done, meditate all night. Sure, they got a one track mind. Wanna go just a couple more times. Wanna smoke just a couple more times. Wanna blow